Hey crafty cuties, welcome back to Paper Terrace. Today we have another Amazon video for you. I have a bunch of new goodies as you can see here, but I'm going to clear my desk and I'm going to move this stuff to the right off. We're going to have two parts to this video. The first part, I'm going to show you what my most repurchased things on Amazon are for journaling and crafting, and then look out for part two where I'm going to show you some brand new things that we're going to test out that I know we're going to love. So I'm going to reorganize and I'll show you what I got first. So again, for this video, we're going to just talk about what my most repurchased items on Amazon are, all for journaling and crafting and all of that, because these are some of my favorite items. Most of these are in the $10 or under range, and I'm going to have them all linked below for you guys. I get lots of questions about these bags, and they are so much fun. They're super sturdy, and I have repurchased these probably 5 times. They do sometimes take a little bit longer than the 2-day shipping, but it's not ever too long, and they are just a really fun vintage print. I know a lot of us are into this style, and Amazon actually carries 2 different styles. So there's this one and then one that's a little bit different, and I've bought both of them, so I will have them linked below, and if I can find a picture I'll go ahead and clip it in here. But I love both of them, and I feel like they're a heavy-duty bag. They are probably 6 inches by 9 inches, so they're great for packaging things up, but they're also really great for folding in half and putting into a journal just like that. So I wanted to start with one of my definite favorites. So on the same topic with bags, I also grabbed these ones, which again, I've bought a few times. I'll go ahead and open them up so we can see them a little closer. So these bags are a little bit smaller. These are about 5.5 inches by 7.5 inches. I'll just kind of give you an idea here. By the way, this was a 50 pack, and they have, I think you can get different quantities. And then these ones were a 100 pack. And so these are more like a Glassine or a treat bag, and I just think they're really cute. They have the rose gold dots, and this one's kind of like the ombre look, but then they also have 2 prints here, and then one's just the polka dots. But I find this to be generic enough that it kind of matches all the different styles I do. Again, you can fold it in half to use in your journals like that, or it's just a perfect size for a journal page. And I just like that it's like a smooth treat bag, and it works great, again, for journals and packaging and all of that. So the last bag that I'll show you, because I go through so many in journaling, and I'm guessing I'm not the only one, but I just repurchased these ones too. I already used up a bunch in my mail send out, but these are also about 6 inches by 9 inches, and it's just a craft bag. Again, it's super flat. I do not like the bags that have like the gusset. I want completely flat, and that's what these are. They're good quality. They come perfect every time, and I go through them like crazy. So there's those ones. Let's go ahead and move on to tags. There's a bunch of different tags that I go through, like layaway tags and repair tags, but I only needed to re-up, I guess, on one type, and that was this one right here. And this is an inventory tag, but I like this one because it's pretty thin. I wouldn't say it's like not good quality, it's just a thinner paper. It's still like a cardstock, it's just not as thick as some of the others. It's a really good size for journals. Let's see, it's about 3 inches by 6.5 inches. It's really great if you want to alter the tags or even just put them in journals. I think they look really fun. These ones do not come with a trim or a string, but that doesn't really bother me. Now, I think I've only found these ones in really big packs. Like this is 1,000 packs, so I don't go through this one nearly as often as I go through the other types of tags, but it's still a good bargain, but at the same time you need to buy a lot of them at once. So those are really fun. And then we'll stick with tags. I use lots of tags in my journals, and you guys have probably seen me haul some of these things before, but thought it would be fun just to have one video where I show you, like, you know, my most repurchased items. These are just a blank tag. They're manila, Again, I go through these ones a lot because you can alter them, you can paint on them, you can do just really anything, and I like that they are a little bit smaller, about 2 3/4 by almost 5 inches. These ones do come with the string, and so I do like that because there's many times when I definitely want a stringed tag, and so these are just really easy to grab and put into a journal. And again, I just used up almost half of what I used on my last ship out. But as you can see, this is the brand. You get 100 tags. I also like the brand Avery, but I haven't been able to find that brand recently for under, I don't know, the prices have gone up on those ones, so I've been purchasing these ones and they're just fine. Okay, let's go ahead onto like pockets and envelopes and things like that. So here we have 100 Glassine envelopes, and I'll go ahead again and probably not cut it open like that, just to give you an idea of what the flap and everything looks like on these. I love mini Glassine envelopes. They're so cute for mail, they're super cute in journals, and these ones are just super smooth and really well made. They never come apart, they're never like stuck. Sometimes I buy envelopes that are like stuck down, I don't really know, but they are just perfect. And the size on these ones are about 3 1/4 by almost 5 inches. So again, you get 100 of those, and I don't remember, you know, the prices off the top of my head, but the top of my head, but I'll have it linked below. And unfortunately, a lot of times when I do these videos and I link things below, they become out of stock or sold out. So I will try this time to maybe put a couple different links for each item. So if you see that, that's why I'm doing that. Manila envelopes, the coin, I forgot what you call these. I think it's called a coin envelope. This is my most favorite size. I've used these for years. They're just really fun to alter. They're a perfect size for a journal, and you can just do so much with this size. These are about 3 3/4 by 6 1/4 size. It's just a plain manila envelope, but I don't know, for some reason I go through these a lot. The size is just super fun, and so I needed to get some of those. With pockets, I get questions about these a lot. I use them in my journals all the time. And a lot of you have mentioned that you used to get these at the Target dollar spot, just as I did, but you can't find them anymore, and they weren't really even that great of a deal. I think you got like 20 and they were like the $3 or $5, so it wasn't really that great of a deal, but they're just so great for journals that I always found myself repurchasing. But luckily I found them for a better deal on Amazon. So it's an adhesive clear pocket, and this pack is 25. Again, this listing, or sorry, not this listing, but these pockets also come in different quantities, so depending on what's available, there's sometimes a 50 pack, or I've even bought a 100 pack, and I just want to get the backing off so that I can show you really quick that it's a completely clear pocket. So these are so much fun for journals, because if there's a pretty page that you don't necessarily want to cover up, but you want to put a tag or something in it, these are so great. And so I didn't put that on too well. I go through these like crazy, and I really love to share them in my pen pal mail, but I tend to hoard them as well. Okay, so some more pockets. These are just little mini pockets. I love anything miniature. I know I'm not alone on this. So these are a miniature coin envelope, but they are actually the craft color, and they are like 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and this is a 100 pack, and I think these were like $6 if I remember correctly. And so again, they're just a really fun size to put in your journals. You can put tags in these, or you can put little bits and pieces of ephemera, and they're easy to alter again because they're just like a basic color. So I think the last thing that I have to show for envelopes and pockets is my absolute favorite envelopes. Now, in a past video, I showed these in a light pink color with gold trim, and I just have to give them a shout out basically because I love them so much for my pen pal mail, but I do also use them in my journals. They're great for like the center of a signature. They're just so sturdy. I love that they have the double-sided tape here rather than like the gummed part. And they're just really sturdy, and they hold up with me overstuffing them to the max in my pen pal mail. And they also come in a variety of other really gorgeous colors. I wish they had even more color options, but hopefully in the future maybe they will. But right now I'm loving the dark green here, the light pink, and I think there's a maroon color. Okay, so the next thing that I love, this is like a $2 or $3 purchase. This is just a roll of craft paper, but it's such a fun texture. It's almost like, I guess maybe wax paper, or not wax paper, but like baking paper. And I use this for packaging up mail. I use this in journals. It's a really fun texture to have on hand for if you like to do any kind of collaging in your journals. And I mean, you get the biggest roll. It took me forever to go through my last roll, but I just ran out, and so I grabbed another, and I thought I would go ahead and include it in this video. So let's stick with the kind of paper crafting, and let me show you. I wanted to repurchase this exact kind of washi that I had bought because I ran out. I actually was giving a lot of it away like in my Happy Mail, but I have some brand new washi that you'll see in the next Amazon video where I'm showing you brand new things I've tried, but these ones specifically I have already tried, and so I wanted to get them all out here. They're basically kind of like postage stamps. I'll open one in just a moment, but you get, let's see, 8 rolls here, and this is a super sticky washi, but at the same time, like, you can still reposition it. But I just love all of the different prints that you get. I'm gonna go ahead and open one of my most favorite ones up, and I'll give you a closer look at this. So this one was the favorite print that I liked last time because mushrooms, and I will be very honest and say that it can be a little tricky unrolling these because they are perforated just like stamps, but I almost feel like it's worth it just because they are so cute. And I'll go ahead and show you my second favorite, and then maybe I'll post a picture on like Instagram where I will show all of the different prints. So again, gonna be very honest, I'm having a little bit trouble with these washi tapes sticking on the sides a little bit, and I 100% didn't have any problem with the last set that I had. So honestly, I might reach out and see. I don't know if there's just a problem with these ones, but anyways, you can see that they are still gorgeous. I'll leave it up to you if you I did not have a problem with the last one, so I will leave that up to you, but I wanted to leave that part in just so I don't want anyone to purchase something that I recommend and then be like, oh no, I had a problem with it. So but very cute prints, and so I'm excited to play around with these, even though I had a problem with those ones right there. I think I'll be able to work around it, and if not, then I'm just gonna reach out. I've never had a problem with Amazon if something wasn't like up to good standards. Okay, the next thing that I have, we're gonna go over some hardware. I know that a lot of people like me like a certain brand that sells these little these little miniature paper clips, and I have found that I can get them even less expensive here on Amazon because these are not a name brand. And so you can see here, they're just a mini paper clip, but they're so cute in journals because, again, who doesn't love miniature things? And I feel like they are the perfect size when you have something like this to go ahead and clip in a journal. And I think that these would also be so cute in like mini journals or little notebooks and things like that. So these are kind of a rose gold color. And then the next thing that I have repurchased many times, if you guys know, I make lots of tassels for my journals. I have purchased these before in not pink, but I can't remember, I think it was black, but I wanted to go ahead and get pink this time. And so I'm super excited. I just think they're so cute, and I am thinking that one of my next send outs for my pen pals is going to have to do with tassels, so I needed to repurchase a whole bunch. I think there's 100 here, maybe 50, can't remember, but good quality. These ones work well every single time, and they are good quality. I already said that. And then the last hardware item, again, I usually like to get these with the Tim Holtz brand, but that can sometimes kind of be a little bit more expensive. Not to say it's not warranted. His things are very good quality, but these are awesome too, and I have used these ones many times. In fact, I think a subscriber had sent some to me. That's how I found out about them. But you get, you get 100 in this pack, and again, they were relatively inexpensive. These are like a brass color, and you do have the option for different colors. I feel like they're a really good size and perfect for the tops of journals or the sides. They're not too bulky. I mean, of course, they're dimensional, but they're not too big or anything like that. So the last thing I'm gonna show you in my most repurchased items is this pack right here. I buy this thing so many times. It's the refill papers and ink for my Canon selfie, where I print my own photos for my journals. And again, good quality. I don't think there's like a generic version that you can get for the Canon selfie, but I do find the best price to be on Amazon, so that's where I always get it, and I get it quick and fast. And I just wanted to toss that in there because I repurchase it so many times. A lot of things on here too that you are repurchasing relatively normal amounts of time, you can usually sign up for like a discount where you'll get it sent to you every 2 months, every 6 months, every, you know, you can say how long you want in between each send out. And I do that with some of the more basic things just because it does save you a little bit of money. So thought I would throw that in. You can check that out. Like when you check out, it'll give you that option if it's available for those items. Okay guys, this was fun, but I know that the next Amazon video is going to be even more fun because I have a lot of brand new things to show you and super fun things to decorate journals with and everything, so stay tuned for that. And if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below telling me which item you would, or which item out of this video is something that you use the most of too. I hope that makes sense, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.